Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to go ahead and give a quick review over Chasing Atlanta. These are going to be not this, whatever episodes are in the title. Those are the two episodes that we're going to talk about in this review. And then this week's episode that just came on this Wednesday, I'm going to do, a review over that one. But this is going to be the two episodes before this week's episode. All right, so basically, just quick rundown. It basically left off where it picked up where it left off. Oliver, Troy, Kendra are all at Top Golf. Troy starts crying and saying it's like he's making fun of me. And I started laughing while I was watching this because I could only just think about the things that Troy has said about him being an only child, and he knows that he's a brat and his friends basically cater to him. He's the big dog, and now you're a grown man sitting at Topgolf crying, talking about someone is making fun of you. I didn't get what Troy was saying was happening. Clearly, the way he received what Oliver was giving was completely different from what I received. I was not there, so there could have been things that were said that were not shown. But I just felt like Troy brought up some stuff, and when it didn't go the way that he thought it was gonna go, he pulled I'm experiencing some trauma. You're triggering me. Girl, I don't want to hear it. Cam, he styled some up and coming artist. I think Cam, one of the things that gets on my nerves about Cameron is, like, I guess he's making it a point to say that he's working. I'm working. Like, you don't have to tell us you're working, because we'll see it. Aaron, he does photography. I don't know if he does it on the side or if that's something that I don't know if he does it part-time or full-time. I don't know. But he did a photo shoot for for Dominique. The pictures that they showed actually look nice. So shout out to Dominique and shout out to Aaron. But he mentioned Dylan. He mentioned his mental health and how he doesn't have time for a therapist. Let me say something, child. I think that most people, if not all people, probably need to be in therapy. I know I should probably, call someone and so they can pencil me in a few sessions, okay? But even though, I guess I don't have room to talk because, again, I think that everybody needs to be in therapy. But I just didn't like when he was like, yeah, my mental health, but I don't have time for a therapist. I mean, I guess, child. I guess that's what we all say, honestly. I guess that's what we all say. I guess we all say the same thing. I guess I can't even get mad at Aaron now that I'm talking about it. I guess that's what we all say. We don't have time for a therapist. We're going to be okay. It's going to be all right, right? I guess that's what we say. Aaron said something, and I said this some reviews ago. He mentioned Rico with a K. And he called Rico with a K a super fan. Girl. Now, one thing about Aaron, he thinks that he is, girl, R&B sensation of the world. I don't think that Rico with a K is a super fan. However, he mentioned something about Rico When I guess when he, his interaction with Rico was very much, Rico, oh my God, I love you so much. I love you. I'm so proud of you. And I brought that up to y'all some episodes ago. Remember, I told y'all that I don't think there's anything wrong with someone being positive. But I questioned Rico with the case. Um, was he genuine? I questioned his authenticity because I felt like Rico with the K, sometimes he puts on the show. I do. And when Aaron said, I guess when he interacted with him, Rico was very much, oh my God, I love you, I love you. That can come across as very kind of like weird to some people. Like when you meet someone and you really don't know that person and they're giving you all this praise and glory, and it's like, girl. Because how much I want to bet Rico with a K really don't know shit about Aaron Thomas. So for you to be given what you was probably giving Aaron, where he had to question, was it genuine? It's the same thing I literally said a few episodes ago. I think sometimes Rico with a K, he puts on. I think he wants to be this positive person, but in him trying to be positive, we question whether if you're authentic or not. And honestly, I don't think he is. I just think he's putting on. I don't think that he's a negative person, but I think that he should kind of pull back when you meet someone and you're like, oh my God, I love you, I love everybody, and it's going to be great. And it's kind of like, all right. Oliver has a conversation. Oh, Aaron also mentions that I guess he was into Troy, but Troy was looking for a sugar daddy. And he not being nobody's sugar daddy. Well, Aaron, we know you're not looking for. I mean, no tea, no shade. We all been through hard times, honey. We all done had our last $2. Okay, we done all been through some stuff. We done all probably had only $2 to our name. But let me shut up. Oliver has a conversation with T.S. Madison, and he basically talks about how he feels. So I really don't remember if he was saying. I think basically he really can't put himself into a box. I'll say that, and I think that sometimes that's dangerous. But of course, in the world that we live in, everything belongs in a box, right? And if people can't put you in a box, then something is wrong with you. You're not normal. You're strange, right? So if you don't fit inside the boxes that have already been established, then you're pretty much you're an outsider. And I think that one thing that people need to realize is that everybody is not going to fit into the box that you have, chosen to believe and to basically just not unlearn. I think we all pretty much learn the same things when we grow up. It's the same handbook. We learn the same things. And then as we get older, some of us start to realize, that, that don't make sense with that, what y'all told me. Yeah, that don't make sense, what y'all taught me. And I don't feel that way. And just because I feel this way doesn't mean that it's bad, or doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it's strange because, Oliver wants to, put a little curl in his hair, or he wants to wear makeup, or, the women's perfume. That doesn't make Oliver weird or strange. It makes Oliver Oliver. Right? And that goes for everybody. It's kind of just like, even if something as simple as like a woman, they tell women you're supposed to have, told women for the longest, you're supposed to have long hair. God forbid, a woman walk around here with a fade. It's like, oh my God. So we know what that's all about. I did love Troy's therapy session. I think that this was one of the first times that I can remember where I actually felt like Troy was being authentic and being honest, and he wasn't putting on for the cameras, and it wasn't any of this big dog, and he didn't come across as this person who just didn't care about anybody but himself. I'm a brat. I'm the only child. It is what it is. I don't care, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's sad that I think that a lot of gay, men, gay people can relate to, how Troy felt when he was younger. He told a story about, I think he was like pretending that he had fingernails, and his father caught him, and his father, I think, basically threatened to tell his cousins about him, basically playing with fingernails or pretending that he had long fingernails. I don't think him and his father have the best relationship. And it's probably I don't know, but it's probably a big part of that is probably because Troy is one of the homosexual. Honey girl. Once they find out once they find out you're a homosexual, once they find out you're a homo, baby, it's time to go. Okay. Shout out to Troy. Shout out to Troy. The strippers at Oliver's birthday party basically had shit between his legs. You a nasty bastard. You walking around here. Y'all be walking around here with all that body, thinking y'all better than the next girl. And your ass ain't even clean. And got the nerve to throw your ass in the air and pussy pop on a handstand. And you got shit between your legs. So you probably took a shit before you came out there and then wipe your ass. One thing about it, two things for sure. What I'm starting to find out is some of the straights and some of the gays don't like to wipe their ass. Y'all ought to be embarrassed and ashamed. At the cabin. Oh, so I think we're talking about the cabin now. I didn't understand Willa in the grocery store. I didn't understand why Willa got so upset. Willa is not the best when it comes to either controlling her emotions or she's when you hear somebody that say when they say have that saying she goes from 0 to 100, but that's like Willa to me. Like I don't think anybody understood why Willa was so upset about the whole grocery store making a list thing. Girl, it's not that deep. Calm your ass down. Girl, go take a nap. Okay? Because you're tired, so just go take a nap. Okay? Um, did Drew and Kendra go into Ike's? Can I say something? Drew Friday. I don't think it has anything to do with Ike not being able to handle you and whoever went into his room with his 9.8 inches. Ain't this what Ike said he got? 9.8? I don't think that has anything to do with it. I just don't think he's attracted to you. That's it. That's it. Everybody's not attracted to me. I'm not attracted to everybody. I'm sure y'all not attracted to everybody. Everybody's not attracted to you. Maybe he's not into, you know, you or women, Kendra. Or maybe he's not into trans women. I don't know. But him not wanting to fuck you when you snuck into his room, girl, that means get out of my room. Was I hollering and screaming? Okay. Anyways, so the beef between Dominique and what's his face? What's his face? Rico. Listen, this is what it come down to. I do believe that Rico was just promoting the show. You know how sometimes in the reality TV world, when it's time to promote the season, the girls go out on the campaign trail or the promotion trail, whatever you want to call it, and they start promoting the show, and then they start bringing up these beefs that they may have had while shooting, trying to basically garner up enough, push enough, zhuzh for the show. We need people to watch. So, girl, let me go out here and be like, oh, girl, ain't nobody worried about her old Bigfoot heifer. You know what I'm saying? And then the other person come back and be like, oh, girl, ain't nobody worried about her old, no edges having bitch. So I think that's what Dominique was trying to do. I don't think Dominique was really trying to beef with Rico. I think that he really was just trying to promote the show. Like, girl, let me just go out here and promote Chasing Atlanta. Oh, girl, you talking about Rico Casserole? But I think that Rico, I don't know. I don't think Rico got the message that, girl, this is what we doing. Because, honey, he came with Mace. He came with maces and he didn't have no blade. I was about to say with some mace and a blade, baby. He didn't have no blade. He had a mace, though. The way he popped Rico in his mouth, girl. But this is what it comes down to. Rico wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. Because the truth of the matter is, Troy gassed up Rico to get popped and to get maced. Ain't that in the words of Rico Cassadine? Troy, you hyped your friend up. Rico took his ass over there. And he brought up some shit that really didn't need to be brought up. Like, yes, y'all probably got into it. I don't know what was said in the inbox, the DMs. You told Troy, you told Rico to drop his pen, or Rico told you to drop your pen. But clearly, at that point, at the show that night, Rico wasn't thinking about you. So I would have just paid it dust. See, Rico, Dominique, you took your ass over there thinking you weren't going to get popped and maced. That's what it was all about. And now you mad. Because Dominique was probably thinking, girl, I was just joking. Girl, we was not supposed to be really fighting, right? But you should have gave Rico the memo. You see what I'm saying? So I think in Rico's head, his whole thing was like, girl, we supposed to just argue, fuss, and cuss each other out and read each other and shade each other, girl, just for the camera so we can have, so we can do the show, and that's it. But I don't think Rico got the... Because Rico makes your ass and pop you and has your lip bleeding, girl. Anyways, girl. Girl, when Dominique asked him, do you know why you even here? And Rico said, look, I was asked to bring Oliver. Oh, girl, he called when Rico called Drew Jiminy Cricket in one of the episodes, when I tell you I was screaming. Rico, Dominique was not talking about your mama. Rico pulled that same stunt that a lot of people pull. You know how like when you talk, you know how like when you bring up like, oh girl, go home and take care of your kids, or go home and be with your kids, or girl, you worried about the wrong thing, worry about your kids, or something like that, and people be like, you talking about my fucking kids. And it's like, girl, nobody's talking about your kids, they're talking about your parenting, right? They're not talking about your kids. I feel like Rico pulled the same stunt. Rico. I feel like Rico pulled the same stunt. Like, Dominique wasn't talking about Rico's mother. The reason why Dominique mentioned Rico staying at home with his mama was because even though Rico let us know that he moved back home to help take care of his grandmother. Did I get that right? So it's not like Rico just some bum nigga who just living at home with his mama just playing the PlayStation and eating up all the groceries. No, Rico moved back home to assist with his grandmother. But Dominique said, basically him living at home with his mama as a dig to try to make it seem as though Rico was a bum just living at home with his mama eating the food and playing the PlayStation all day. But Rico tried to switch it as though, you talking about my mama. No, he's talking about you. Unless he said something about Rico mama that they just didn't show. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what did I put? Oh, when Dominique said apology, girl. And then Rico tried to pull the, oh, you a nigga 3 times my size. Well, Rico, I mean, not Rico, well, Dominique, you know Rico was a big bitch when you walked up on her. Girl. You knew Rico was 3 times your size before you walked up on her and got popped and maced. Girl, the other day you was talking about whooping her ass. Now all of a sudden, girl, you done did a 180 and tried to pull the, oh, she 3 times my size. Well, girl, you knew she was 3 times your size when you walked up. Anyways, all right, y'all, I'm done with that review. Let me go ahead and watch the newest episode again so I can take my notes, and then I'll be back with that. All right, bye, y'all.